we're
right.
now in an era where IRL streaming has completely taken over Twitch.
That's somewhat.
It's been that way for a while now. But for some reason, it seems like now creators are at a point where they're flat out disrespecting desktop and gaming streamers.
That's true.
That nobody wants to even watch that type of content.
Facts, bro. I kid you not. DDG said something like that, like after Streamer University, maybe a little bit after that, bro. DDG said something like, "Bro, if you ain't spending a lot of money, bro, you're not competing." He said something like that on them lines, like if you're not RL streaming, if you're not spending bread on bread, you're not competing. You're not gonna be a streamer, bro. I was like, hold on. Queso is the only person I see that's even closely competing with Kai, with viewers, average viewers every night. And he's a desktop streamer. He streams video games with like 50K, 60K people watching him every night, bro. You don't have to do that. Only reason I feel like DDG had to do that, like I said before, because this man's a talented man. DDG is born. He's born. I'm not gonna lie to you. He needs other people around him for him to shine, bro. He cannot do it by himself. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You're entertaining people don't watch you, bro. Jinxie has like 60K every night as well, bro. Playing freaking Siege. You don't have to RL stream. You don't have to go do all that. People do all that stuff. I feel like if you have to do all that and have to stick with that, it's just because you're not entertaining yourself. You need other people and other, outside activities for you to react to and get clips off of, bro. Because you can't hold your own.
Don't watch games no more like that on Twitch. I'm telling you, bro. Like, y'all acting like if games crushed on Twitch the way they used to, like a few years ago, you don't think everybody would stop the IRLs and start playing games?
The viewers, desktops is dying. When?
That's what I'm saying. When?
Watching.
Let's talk about some
Just
desktop
did
streaming
that.
is dead for you.
That's what I said. That's what I just said.
Of course I do. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I feel like streaming is super oversaturated. Everyone's already seen everyone do everything.
Yeah.
And I feel like streaming needs to go back to 2021.
Facts.
2021.
Facts. Drop them off just said it. So Illuminati just said it. Asian just said it. Kason just said it, bro. Like, if you actually have a viewership and they actually mess with you, gang, like I said, Queso and all them, bro, you can stay on desktop stream, bro. Desktop is not dying, bro. It's like the boring people with a lot of money is just doing RLs and all that just because they're boring. They can't do it by themselves. They can't just sit on a computer and entertain people. Like Kai, he can do it. You see, this man just had 1 million people. And even when he doesn't have guests, he has like 50K people watching him. Like, you're just boring.
Y'all have already, I'm gonna be real, bro. Let's talk about it. Y'all have already seen everything.
We have. That's what I'm saying.
Seen everything, man. Y'all have seen
It's like
everything.
nothing new that you're gonna get out of it, bro. It's nothing new you're gonna get out of streaming. Like, you're not gonna see something brand new, bro. Only thing you're gonna get is like you have that one player that comes out of nowhere in the NBA. Like, ooh, I like him. I'm gonna start following him. I'm gonna start doing that, bro. Oh, I like this new artist. I like his music. I'm gonna start listening to him. Like, it's just gonna be more people that you just come around and you like gravitate towards, bro. And that's the whole point of it. That's literally the whole point of it, bro. You're not gonna see anything new really no more. It's just you're gonna find somebody that you really like and you'll mess with and you'll be like, yeah, let me keep him on tab and I'm gonna keep watching his stuff too because I mess with him. I like his vibe. You feel me?
There's currently multiple streamers on Twitch that I could use to attest to this statement.
That's what I'm saying.
There's 2 streamers who are both the living embodiment of this.
GC Queso, that's what I just said.
And the 2 streamers I'm referring to are both pretty popular streamers who go by the names of Queso and Jinxie, who have
Literally
both been killing it on Twitch over the past couple years. And while they've both managed to get to this point of their careers by the use of gaming and desktop streams, their journeys to getting here have both been completely different, proving that you can still have a successful career off of both gaming and desktop streams no matter which path you take. But what exactly did they do? How did they get to this point? And is gaming really even dead on stream?
I don't really think it's dead, bro. It's just the person that is playing it. That's what it comes down to. The people, the streamer himself. It's not the games. You get entertained like Queso. You got to be an entertainer. Now, let's say it went down from what it once was, but I don't think it's completely dead, bro. I think it's the streamer himself, bro. Like, you could be entertaining and react and do all different stuff and be entertaining while playing the game, and people will watch that, bro. Streaming games is not necessarily dead.
Let's get into how Jinxie and Queso are proving the entire industry wrong. So if you opened up Twitch about 7 to 8 years ago, the platform was completely different than it is now.
Facts.
Chances are everything you've seen would have been related to
look at
in some way, shape, or form, with some of the biggest streamers on the platform being popular for the games they played, such as countless Fortnite creators like Ninja, or maybe even creators like XQC who were popular for the games they played like Overwatch. At one point in time, when you thought of a person live streaming on Twitch, 9 times out of 10,
You thought of
probably know
gaming.
broadcasting at least some sort of gameplay. But fast forward to the point of streaming in which we're at now, when you hear the term streamer, gaming is probably one of the last things that comes to your mind.
Niggas is doing real live reality shows now, bro. Like them niggas just did a pool party, a whole rented out mansions. DDG going to Paris and doing all like, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
It's elite.
Elite.
Bruh. And then you got people under them who trying to do this shit.
They
Now,
can't do
bro,
it.
These big ass moments don't even seem like nothing. The viewers,
Oh, desktops is dying.
It's
when?
not. It's not.
Just the niggas you're watching.
Facts.
Now
That's
y'all
what I'm
saying,
saying.
oh, chill desktop stream. Now y'all downplaying it. Why do y'all even call it desktop? It's just streaming.
But that isn't the case.
That's what I'm
for
saying,
the
bro.
biggest streamers currently on the platform.
Like I said, I'm gonna say it. This is my last time saying it, bro. The people that spending all that money, like flying out to Paris, you know, having these big old expensive stuff they're doing. That's because they have the money to do it, and they can't sit in a chair, and they cannot talk to people right here and entertain them, bro. They cannot do it. They need somebody extra. They need some either a famous fine, you know, jump right here, entertain the crowd for the horny people, or they just need to go drive a Lamborghini somewhere, you know, to entertain people, bro. They can't entertain people with their personality, bro. They don't have a personality. You feel me? Real talk, bro. They're just boring. They're just boring people with money. That's what it comes down to. That's why you see Queso sitting in his chair every night with an okay camera. He wows 50 to 60K people every night with just him personality and just him being himself, bro. That's all it comes down to, bro. Like, you really don't need all that extra stuff.
Biggest streamers currently on the platform who are both still putting on for the gaming community. So to start, we're going to talk about
that?
Jinxie first. And for
What is
those
that
of
a
you
butt
who aren't
plug?
familiar with who Jinxie is, he started his career on Twitch about 6 years ago, back in 2019. And like most people who try to start a career on the internet, Jinxie wouldn't see much early success at all.
No,
Streaming for
really.
about 4 years, seeing little to no progress.
I created my Twitch account in 2019. I spent 365 consecutive streams streaming to an audience of 1 viewer. Okay?
That was himself, bro.
My goal with saying this is that anyone watching at home, anyone in the audience, anybody who comes across this clip, chase your f***ing dreams.
Facts.
Because
Chase
dreams
your
without
dreams.
action will always just be dreams. I believe in each and every one of you motherfuckers to find your purpose, change the world, motivate others, inspire others. Get started today.
For the bulk of
Jinxie,
his
bro.
career, most of the content he's created was dedicated to one game known
One
as
game.
Rainbow Six Siege, which released nearly a decade ago, all the way back in December of 2015. And this was
Facts.
a game that Jinxie remained faithful to for the first 4 years of his career, and that got him practically nowhere, but everything would eventually change for Jinxie in 2023. This is around the time where Jinxie would officially start seeing some real success with his streaming career. But how exactly did he get to this point by playing a 10-year-old game, especially in a time period?
I wonder how he did
where
it too, because I
streamers
really
and
don't
all of
even
these
know.
Big streamers are starting to get to the peaks of their careers. How is it possible that someone would want to watch gameplay of a game that released literally a decade ago versus wanting to watch all of these big production subathons or shows that's going on all over Twitch? Well, you see, for Jinxie, it wasn't so much about what game he was playing.
It's
It
about
was
him.
more so about him and
That's
his
what I'm
rare
saying.
ability that he had to both be skillful at the game and be entertaining.
Entertaining
while
at the
playing.
same time.
You
That's
see,
what I was
this is
saying
an
earlier.
Actual unique trait that many streamers today lack, which is why many streamers today tend to struggle with doing gaming content and just try to completely avoid it. Because when it
Facts.
comes to people doing content based around video games, it's usually they're either very
Very good.
entertaining but terrible at the game,
Or they're very good and they're
very
not
good
entertaining.
at the game but not really entertaining much at all. There's not many people
That
who
can do
have the
both.
ability to do both. In most cases, if you're the person who's entertaining but trash at gaming, there's a high chance that you'll still do good no matter whatever it is you're doing.
Oh, he's horrendous. Shoot! Who's shooting that? Oh, he has pressing random buttons. But he just pressing random buttons, bro.
For But if you're a person that's only good at the game and not really too entertaining,
boy, you better be
you're
a god at
probably
that
gonna
game.
have a hard time becoming a bigger streamer.
Facts, you
because
better be
there's
a god
very
at
few
that game.
audiences who's going to sit there and watch a person try
Play a
hard at a
game.
game for
Facts.
hours without having the ability to make them smile or laugh or even just brighten their day at all.
Or
Chances
connect
are they're
with
going to
them.
sit in that stream for a brief amount of time and then they're going to go watch AMP light off fireworks in their house.
Facts, that's
But
what I'm
Jinxie
saying.
was lucky enough to be one of the few creators that didn't have to worry about this at all, because not only did
Was that man just drinking a carton of milk? Hold on. Was Jinxie just drink? Did he just drink a carton of milk? Oh yeah.
worry about this at all, because not only did he have the skill to be both entertaining and skillful at games, but he also had the ability
To
market
entertain,
and package his
too.
content in a way that many people weren't used to. He would
Facts.
use platforms like TikTok to promote his stream, which is something that every streamer does nowadays. It's really one of the only ways to grow. But
Facts.
he didn't just
And
post
YouTube.
clips or highlights from his streams like many people do today. Instead, he took the initiative to actually go out of his way to film different forms of short form content and post that to all of these different platforms, which really
Literally.
helped his career in a lot of ways, because this would allow people who may have never even heard of Rainbow Six Siege in their life to still come across Jinxie and like him as a creator, which would then lead to them tuning into a stream to
Dang,
watch
he just
him
got popped.
regardless of what he was doing. I'm sure there's a lot of people who probably never played Rainbow before in their lives prior to watching the Jinxie stream, and after watching him
Yeah, that's
play
facts.
and
That's
see
me.
how fun the game
No
looked
cap.
for him, they probably would go and download it themselves. So with all of these things combined for Jinxie, it really led to him having a bright future with streaming, which brings us to the turning point in his career, 2023, where everything would completely change for Jinxie, because in this year alone, Jinxie would go from having 3,000 followers on Twitch to gaining over 3 million followers on the platform. Prove it to the world and
Ooh.
upcoming content creators that you don't need to follow trends or have these viral
That's what I'm
moments
saying.
of farming and all of that.
Don't.
Jinxie was a major clip farmer, but he didn't really do it in the IRL setting like you see many people do.
I hate
he did
IRL.
it all from the
Bro, I can't stand IRL clip forming, bro. Like some people just do way too much, bro, and they don't even be funny, bro. Like they'll do anything out of pocket try to get a clip out of it, bro.
think of his desktop with nothing really but a controller or a mouse and keyboard, and since then there's really been no looking back for him in his career. He's been playing the same game thus far throughout most of his career, Rainbow Six Siege, and that's the way it's been since 2019. Really only one moment where he kind of shied away from the gaming and desktop content, and that was in 2000.
That's 'cause the Huz- the Huz got him.
I believe, when he started dating
Huz
or
got him.
doing content with this girl named Brecky Hill, who was popular online for doing OF
He made her-
content.
he made her
That was,
famous,
without a
bro.
doubt, probably the worst
He made her-
thing that he's done in his career.
Facts.
Not only would the viewers not like this much at all, but there was
started
also
going
some
down.
other popular streamers who Jinxie ended up getting into some problems with as well, all stemming
Look
from
at
this
Sketch.
one girl.
Clicks is clip farming, that's it. But like that type of clip farm, that's like next level. That's like, hey, I need clout tonight. Like that's like, I need clout within the next 5 minutes. That's like what your brain would go to. Clicks did weird shit. Lacey, you're not ever going to say Clicks did weird shit because Clicks is your f***ing father. Get the fuck off his dick and keep my name out of your fucking
He's
mouth.
not lying
Which
though.
guy?
He's not lying though. Clicks made Lacey and Ronaldo, bro. So he's gonna have Clicks back, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hey, he's definitely not lying on that part, bro.
And then Ron rolls his R, like saying that it's me. Okay, Ron, maybe you could get some views if you made real content. For once in your life!
Oh,
Real content for once, you little piece of shit! So Ron immediately just reads his chat, sees the opportunity to clip farm, great.
yeah, he did.
I mean, 10K is not the end of the world. It's not.
10K is not the end of the world. Yo, XQC, I don't know if the Adderall is affecting your brain right now.
Oh,
Dog, you're looking at active chatters. Do you actually expect my entire
Oh, I remember
stream
that.
to be chatting?
I remember that, bro. I remember that. As you see, that's when he was claiming that everybody was view botting, bro. And he claimed that Jinxie was view botting just because this man basically started having a community out of nowhere, bro, and it started building up faster than he expected, bro. So he thought he was view botting, and that's why Jinxie is going off on XQC right now, bro. I remember that, bro, like it was yesterday. Hey, that XQC, he just be trolling, bro. He just be doing it just for the chaos, bro. He does it just for the chaos, bro. He literally does it just for the chaos.
Every single one of them! That is the most f***ing stupid thing I've ever heard. 10K is not the end of the world, dude.
Shut the fuck up, XQC.
But thankfully, after a few weeks, Jinxie got away from all of this. The relationship ended, and after that, things kind of went back to normal. He went back to being the Jinxie that many people loved. The only difference was he kind of eased up on playing Rainbow, and he began playing a different game, which was honestly even more random. He began playing a game called Clash Royale, which
literally plays random
mobile
games
game
at this
released
point.
back in 2016. And this is a game that Jinxie has been playing almost every day for months now. And even though this game is literally a mobile game that's nearly a decade old, he's still seeing
And this game came back. I see some of my homies play this
throughout
game. This game has
2025,
came back.
He's currently averaging 30,000 viewers.
30,000 viewers
alongside
watching him
currently
play that?
having over 70,000
See, look.
Twitch subscribers.
Look, I kid you not. I kid you not. Look, I kid you not. This is the exact reason why I said this, bro. Desktop streaming is not dead, bro. It's the people that's saying it is because they can't do it, bro. Look. The top four are desktop streamers, gang. They're desktop streamers. Pi is a desktop streamer most of the time. Queso is definitely one. Jinxie is definitely one. Hassan is definitely one. The top four are desktop. What are y'all talking about? Desktop streaming is dead. It's not dead. It's the people that's trying to stream because they can't stream, bro. They're not entertaining. That's why they can't do it.
Which ranks him at third on all of Twitch, only behind Casanat, who's literally
the top four are desktop streamers, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. You feel me? That's literally what I'm saying. The top four are desktop streamers. And they're talking about desktop streaming is dead. No, you're just not entertaining to do it, bro. You can't build a community without going to spend a bunch of money, bro. You can't do it without going out there and, having chaos around you for you to have an entertainment and reaction purpose off of it. You can't entertain people and gravitate towards people and make them laugh and just connect with people by yourself, bro. You can't do it, bro. That's why people that say it's dead, that's the exact reason why they say it's dead, bro. Real talk. I respect them for doing our RL stuff, doing all that cool stuff, bro. But you see right here, the numbers don't lie. The desktop streamers are the top streamers still. Literally.
Third on all of Twitch, only behind Casanat, who's literally about to break his own subscriber record yet again, and the one and only Queso, the second streamer who we're going to be talking about in this video, who has also made an entire career solely off the use of gaming and desktop streams.
I be watching Queso, bro, and that make me want to play scary games.
DG will not be entertaining if he does that, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. He won't be entertaining if he does stuff like Queso, bro. He needs to stick to what he does. No cap. Like he's doing great at what he's doing. He needs to stick to what he's doing because I feel like he say he's want to watch Queso. Like he doesn't have the personality of Queso, bro. So it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work for him. I mean, he would still have 3K people watching him do it just because he has loyal followers and stuff like that. Which I respect that, but it won't be entertaining like how Queso will play it. Feel me?
I hate scary games.
That's what I'm saying. His loyal followers will watch him play it, but
this is great.
Overall, it wouldn't be
Queso,
good for
bro.
him.
Queso is so amazing that he's in his own lane, and I feel like people tend to forget about him.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that ass.
They will forget about him. He stays in his own lane. He
He's
stays
so
to
much
himself.
in his own lane that people some way somehow forget to speak more of Queso.
And he's second behind Kai.
Queso, you feel me?
And he's second
This
behind
is another
Kai.
person who started this whole game
Crazy
career
work.
when it wasn't a popular thing to do on stream, because Queso would start his career much more recently, just under 3 years ago, back in late 2000.
And he's the second best
And
streamer.
unlike Jinxie,
Behind
Queso didn't
Queso,
start
behind
his career
Kai.
off by playing a random 10-year-old video game. Instead, he would use a completely different method. You see, Queso would quickly gain popularity by playing new trending games, and like many of the other creators I cover on my channel, he started his career off by playing NBA 2K. You see, shortly after the game NBA 2K23 released, Queso would post some relatable TikToks about the game on a random night before he went to sleep, and when he woke up, all 3 of these TikToks had went insanely viral, which led to him gaining over 15,000 followers on the platform in just one night.
That's
which
crazy.
Ultimately ended up sparking his streaming career.
That's
Now,
crazy.
when he started this journey, he had no idea where it was going to go, where it was going to end up. All he knew was that he had potential to be big after literally going viral overnight.
Off of one night.
Imagine how motivating it would be for any aspiring content creator to post their first 3 videos and they all do millions of views. It seemed as if it
God
was
bless
almost
Queso,
destiny,
gang.
and when
He deserves
Queso
it, though.
sparked
He
that
definitely
first ever
deserves it.
stream, he would have a lot of support from those in the chat.
I can't tell how many viewers I got in here right now. It says 2 for me. I don't have a sub button, I don't think, because I'm new to this Twitch stuff, but once I get one, bro, I'll let you know. Appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna keep that grind going for real. I'm gonna
Facts, bro. Look at Queso. Look at older Queso, bro.
The night before last, out of nowhere, and I just started uploading. Bro,
That's
I'm
real
straight off
tall.
a jetpack, like a Verizon hotspot. Like my internet is too slow, but you never know if it gets big enough and y'all start coming.
It did.
I mean, I'll figure out some new internet.
Bro, that's WK
Queso
so.
began to slow down on playing 2K.
Literally
because
WK
2K is
so.
a game that's really only popular the first week it releases. It dies out quickly.
What was like your inspiration to leave 2K completely and just go into like scary games, Fall Guys, like all that?
Inspiration to leave it, first off, was the glaring that it was going nowhere.
Yep.
Facts.
And I also knew that, you know, 2K is good. It'll be popping for a couple months, and then it'll die down.
Facts.
You know, I seen the
That's
numbers
why I
when I
was
very
streaming
first
my
started.
2K.
You know, the hype was there because I first blew up. Had like 800 viewers every night. Then y'all seen it dip to like, you know, 100, 150. I was like, I gotta do something different. It's gonna go under. You know what I mean?
So when he saw his viewership starting to drop, he knew that he had to go to the next popular game,
Hogwarts.
which at the time was that Harry Potter Hogwarts.
Boy, that game, Hogwarts was that game. I'm telling you right now, Queso was onto something for this, bro. Hogwarts was that game when it came out, and I stand on this right hand on the Bible. If this game was online like GTA, if they made this game like GTA online wise, you could play with other people, it would be the best game ever, bro. I kid you not, I stand on that game. Hogwarts be the best game ever made if they made it like GTA, bro. You go out and go play with other people, bro.
So would end up doing the same method that he used for 2K, posting some relatable TikToks that other would agree with, and that once again led to him going viral on the platform. So this is a cycle that he would continue repeating all the way
He figured out the cycle.
where he is today. Nowadays, Queso is one of the biggest streamers on the entire Twitch platform, and he currently has the second most subscribers on all of Twitch.
Behind God, yep.
And now he's at a point where he can play literally
anything and people will watch.
That's Uno, some random scary game. Maybe it could be a game that came out 20 years ago. He can literally play.
He can do whatever he wants
at this point. It doesn't have to be a trending viral game like it was early on into his career. And unlike Jinxie, I'm not saying that we'll never see.
I don't think Queso will really ever do it, bro. He's too much in his lane. I feel like he do it on special occasions, but he's not going to like rely on it. You feel me?
As of now, he stayed completely true to the gaming and desktop streams, playing whatever game he feels like playing, and having a great time with his community within the chat.
That's what I'm saying. Desktop is way more effective, bro. Like you can.
In a time where all of these streamers and content creators on the internet seem to be following trends, doing these IRL streams is saying that desktops and gaming and things like that are dead. It's important to
I'm
some
definitely
of
gonna
the
do it.
successful people who didn't follow a wave and who didn't follow a trend and things like that, because these are people who truly found something that works for them. They weren't really chasing the viewers, they weren't chasing the clout.
Facts.
They simply are just doing a hobby that they enjoy doing, and it all happened to work out
for them.
There's various streamers from both the past and the present who have had this type of success, that have always stayed true to desktop gaming, whatever it is, throughout the entire course of their career.
Thanks, bro.
Like, you know, being home and
Definitely Dante. That's another one. That's a newer one.
Games and shit like that.
Thanks.
Cool, but I don't know if I like. That's not me, bro. It's just not me. It's just not me. Like,
thanks, bro. Like it doesn't have to be like that.
Solo.
Niggas talk about some desktop streaming is dead.
It's not
for
dead.
you, nigga.
Facts.
Stop playing with these niggas. All these young niggas trying to make it as a streamer. You telling them desktop streaming dead, bro? That shit ain't dead, bro.
It's definitely not
what
dead.
You mean?
Build yourself first. I don't never forget why you wanted to start streaming. Some of y'all niggas want to start streaming because you just wanted to be a gamer or something. Or you wanted to never forget your love of what made you want to start in the first place. Because waves can you up just like me. Nigga, I've been going for 2 months because I realized I hate IRL streaming.
So I say all that to
That's
say,
what I'm saying, bro.
always remember why you're doing.
Be right back.
You're doing.
All right, bro.
Always
all right.
do whatever it is you want to do. Don't feel like you have to do something because everyone else is doing it or because it's the popular thing to do.
Facts.
Create your own wave, set your own trend, and if you believe in it enough and work hard enough, in the end, it'll all work out. But
It's definitely don't work out, bro. It's definitely don't work out. Hey, that's W right there. That's